Hello my dear students, welcome to one more amazing session from Infinity Learn. This is Suresh, Faculty of Chemistry. आज हम चर्चा करने वाले हैं Grignard reagent. You know the importance of the Grignard reagent. It is important for boards as well as NEET. So every year one question is coming from Grignard reagent from the NEET examination. So आज हम चर्चा करने वाले हैं Grignard reagents right from beginning. How are you all? My name is Shike. Hi, how are you? So those students who are online, just observe what the reactions and the way the reactions I am presenting here, and take a pen and paper and write noteworthy points. So let's start without any delay about the Grignard reagent. So I want to discuss some funny thing about the Grignard reagent. So the Grignard reagent is prepared by Victor Grignard. Simply you can see the preparation of Grignard reagent here. When Grignard reagent is alkyl halide is reacted with magnesium metal in dry ether, it is going to give you Grignard reagent. So it's a simple reactions, but so many funny things are there. So for the simple reaction, Victor Grignard got Nobel Prize for this. So what is the importance of this? It is simple. If somebody asks me, I want to take a no-man land, what are you going to carry? You want to carry ATM card or a mobile phone where there is no signals, and you want to take money. But as a chemist, I want to take Grignard reagent, because Grignard reagent, I say reagent hai, you can make any kind of organic reactions. It's a rock-breaking thing in the synthesis of organic compounds. So this Grignard reagent is given in various formats in NCERT textbook. बच्चों आज हम चर्चा करने वाले हैं so overall preparation and reactions of Grignard reagent, and that is the version 1. And the version 2, how this Grignard reagent is used in various parts in the NCERT textbook, that is also discussed, and also some rock breaking concepts related to multiple choice questions. आज session में one short session में एक छोटा session है, maximum 1 hour I am going to take this session and I will discuss about this. And also 2025 one question has come from this Grignard reagent, and there is a bit of controversy with that question, but I want to unveil that question as well. So no worries, everybody stay tuned to talk about the Grignard reagent. When you look at this Grignard reagent, you need to understand what is the importance of this Grignard reagent. And this Grignard reagent is RMGX. इसका property क्या होगा, कैसे देखना है Grignard reagent? RMGX. मान के चलो ये वाला RMGX जो है ना, and this could be, so reactivity of this rate of reaction of the alkyl halides. Alkyl iodide is more reactive than alkyl bromide is more reactive than alkyl chloride and then alkyl fluoride. You know, alkyl fluoride do not form Grignard reagent. You know, this alkyl magnesium halide, mind it, it is going to be, let us say, CH3MgCl. And you know, carbon is negative charge and magnesium is positive charge. And this is the rock breaking thing. So you understand this C minus has its own properties. A carbanion, it is partially polarized. It is not an ionic compound, and it is a partially polarized. It is a polar covalent bond between this carbon and magnesium. ताकि इसका Grignard reagent is going to be excellent base. It's a strong base, and as well as it's a good nucleophile as well. So that is the behavior. Whenever you see Grignard reagent, you just pronounce your mind, yes, Grignard reagent is an excellent base, a strong base and a good nucleophile. So what is if it is a base? It has a starving to attack on H plus. So it is going to react any compound which can give H plus. So that is the behavior of Grignard reagent. And also it's a good nucleophile, my dear children. So in this live session, you please ask any kind of doubts. So I am eagerly ready to give your answers. So those students who are online, please like this session, share with your friends, subscribe to Infinity Learn NEET YouTube channel. Okay, Bhagya Lakshmi, hello. I want to take anybody says hi in the chat box, their name is going to be taken. So new to class, okay, congratulations. So today you are going to experience the outcome of the Grignard reagent, Bhagya Lakshmi. And look at this. So a strong base, Grignard reagent ka behavior kya hoga? So it is going to be a strong base and it is a good nucleophile. So what is the meaning of a base? Any species which can react with H plus. So Grignard reagent jaisa compound hai, it is going to react with any compound which has loosely bounded H plus, right? And also Grignard reagent is going to be a good nucleophile behavior. A nucleophile kya hoga? Who is going to define nucleophile? Just mention something in the chat box. I am ready to correct you if you are wrong. So let it be wrong. So let us say this is a live interactive session. It's a live session, not a recorded session. So let us make this live session more enthusiastic by talking each other by using the chat box. So a nucleophile is a jaisa reagent hai. It is going to attack the positively charged carbon. So it is a nucleophile. When it comes to the tricky point is here, if a chance is given, hypothetical chance, if a Grignard reagent is allowed to react either with a base, either with an H plus, either with a C plus. So it want to ask you to behave like a base or a nucleophile. So Grignard reagent is more biased towards to react as a base than a nucleophile. Of course, both are more permitted here. So Bhagya Lakshmi and my name is Shiki. Hi Shiki. So let's see the properties of a Grignard reagents. So mind it, every year based on Grignard reagent, one question is coming from organic chemistry. So Grignard reagent is used to prepare alcohols and it is used to increase the number of carbon atoms, and trick and tips also is going to given in the class. So stay tuned, take a pen and paper and write the noteworthy things. And please, those who are online, please like the session and share with your friends and subscribe to Infinity Learn YouTube channel. And you are with Suresh, and here from the YouTube channel we are discussing about the Grignard reagent. Beta, in this Grignard reagent, chemical properties, मैं क्या बोलना चाहता हूँ? It is going to be a strong base and a good nucleophile. So let's see acid-base reactions. So this is otherwise is called Zervin-Toff reaction. Right? What will be the next class? We will be discussing about the next class. Transition metals are there, D and F block and P block is there. In the next class, I want to take the total NCERT textbook in the PDF form and I want to underline certain points that can be useful directly from the NEET examination. Bhagya Lakshmi, is that okay? So stay tuned, NCERT correlation with the NEET examination preparation. So that is going to be an awesome experience for every student here. So Grignard reagent is going to react with anybody who can donate H plus to give rise alkane. That's very important. That's the reason why Grignard reagents has to be prepared in the anhydrous condition. Usme moisture kuch nahi rehna hai. It will be started in the next week after this vacation, right? That's fine. Now, who is going to give this H plus? That is the deal in this scenario. It could be a nitrogen, so it could be a nitroalkane it is given, and CH3NO2, and if it is a active methylene group. What is this active methylene group? Who is going to give what is active methylene group? So it is want to say C double bond O and CH2 and C double bond O, and this is what is called as active methylene group. Okay, so the CH2 present in 2 carbonyl group, 2 keto groups is said to be active methylene group. It is super acidic because if H plus is lost here, it is form a carbanion. That carbanion is going to be resonance stabilized in the both sides. That's the reason why it is said to be active methylene group A. And also you can say this is what is called as active methylene group beta, and you can say C, it could be a terminal alkyne. So what is the meaning of a terminal alkane? This is a jaisa alkane hai. In that alkane, you are going to have hydrogen attached to C double bond. C is said to be terminal alkane, which is acidic in nature, and also it could be oxygen, it could be hydroxy group or carboxylic group. So it could be hydroxy group, you can say COH, and it is going to be C double bond OH, and these are oxy groups, and also nitrogen, nitro I already discussed here. Sulfur, it is a sulfur compound, it could be quasi aromatic compounds are also comes under this category. What is this quasi aromatic compound? You see, if you take these noteworthy points, no, Grignard reagent, if you open a book, you will be having a dump of pages. If you want to read this dump of pages, एक दिन लगेगा, 2 दिन लगेगा, 3 दिन लगेगा. But we don't know what you are going to study. So I want to tell you this quasi-aromatic compound. You can see this is the compound. Okay, this is called quasi-aromatic compound. It is polarized in such a way that, so it is going to be quasi-aromatic. Okay, and you can see this is the one which can lose a proton and it become a quasi-aromatic. Okay, and also you see the chemical properties, nucleophilic addition reaction. These nucleophilic addition reactions are very important. So Grignard reagent is a nucleophile RMGX, and this nucleophile, it acts as a nucleophile, it is going to attack on carbon double bond O. So it could with carbonyl compounds, it could react with carbonyl compounds. You can see formaldehyde gives rise primary alcohol. Further hydrolysis, okay, if it is any aldehyde, further hydrolysis gives rise a secondary alcohol, and ketone react with Grignard reagent and further hydrolysis gives rise a tertiary alcohol. This is a noteworthy point. No wonder, so no surprise if you have a question based on this particular slide. Everybody take a screenshot of this. Bhagyalakshmi and okay, Chiki, right? So Betu is there in the class. So happy Lohri. Very good. This is a festive season and we are transforming our season and our great opportunities. My greetings and behalf of Infinity Learn. So to you all, so you prepare your examination and write your NEET 2026 and come out of with flying colors. So a thumbs up and fire emoji in the class. So many students are there in the today's class. I can visualize. So they are regularly attending our class and developing their NEET examination ability preparation. And you can see Betu is there, Anuj is there, and here just recently joined Bhagyalakshmi. So let's see the details about this. So rate of reaction to react with the Grignard reagent, formaldehyde is more reactive than aldehyde is more reactive than a ketone, right? So nucleophilic addition always follows this order, and let it be with any nucleophile. So nucleophilic addition reaction inversely proportional to steric factors. So as the bulkiness of the group increases, nucleophilic addition decreases. Right, beta? This is very important. I want to discuss about this, what exactly it is happening. So Grignard addition to aldehydes and ketone, how it works. So this is a super awesome slide that can give you the nucleophilic attack schematic representation. First, step 1, the addition of the Grignard reagent. When you see this Grignard reagent, you can say it is a negative charge and a positive charge. And oxygen is a partial negative charge and this carbonyl carbon atom is a partial positive charge, right beta? And this negative charge is going to attack ताकि ये double bond यहाँ पर shift होना चाहिए. So that you are going to get a sp2 is converted into tetrahedral sp3. Now this is going to be protonated to get its corresponding alcoholic group. and this is a ketone got a tertiary alcohol. So addition, the most important mechanism of carbonyl, carbon behave as an electrophile. It always attracts a nucleophile to come and attack. So who is the nucleophile here? Grignard reagent is the nucleophile, and carbon to O double bond is in electrophilic center. So this is in electrophilic center. Every point is studied in a granular level, my dear students. Learning subject. Okay, if you have any doubts, please let me know. Otherwise, I'll just show you the next slide. बच्चों, अगर कुछ डाउट है ना तो पूछना. Use the start box, everybody. Now, moving ahead here, yes, examples. You say it is butanone. It is a butanone when it is treated with ethyl magnesium bromide. So this is a positive charge and this is a negative charge. I want to say this negative charge, oxygen is partial negative charge and carbon is partial positive charge. So this negative charge is going to attack on this, so that this C double bond O is shifted. बच्चों, मैं क्या बोलना चाहता हूँ, ये जैसे मैकेनिज्म ऐसे सीखना जरूरी है क्या? हाँ, ये सीखना जरूरी है. नीट एग्जामिनेशन में इस्तेमाल करना थोड़ा सा जटिल होगा, लेकिन बट यू नीड टू नो इट बिकॉज 4 marks. Please don't leave on the table. Take in your pocket. Okay, beta. So that you are going to get a tetrahedral system. You can see the alkyl part that is given in the same color is shown here, and later it is protonated to gives rise a tertiary alcohol. So मैं क्या बोलना चाहता हूँ, देखो, here it is given formaldehyde gives a primary alcohol. Any aldehyde other than formaldehyde gives a secondary alcohol, and a ketone gives rise a tertiary alcohol. So this is a noteworthy and a tricky point. And use the same thing, and if you use a mechanism अगर बनानो, and if you don't use the mechanism, आपको मिलेगा यही product है. And this is a cyclohexyl methyl chloride. It is a Grignard reagent. This Grignard reagent is going to be, ये जैसे aldehyde है ना, it gives rise a secondary alcohol. So this is your secondary alcohol. Ketone gives rise tertiary alcohol, and aldehyde gives rise a secondary alcohol. अगर कुछ doubt है ना तो जल्दी पूछना. बच्चों, clear? Fine. So I will tell you. So Grignard reagent carries 4 marks. So NEET 2026, definitely there is no question paper without Grignard reagent. I can say you that not only NEET examination, whatever the competitive examination you are writing, without Grignard reagent there is no question paper. Can you believe it? And I am here to authorize that hypothecation. So with my experience I am telling you, without Grignard reagent, कहीं ना कहीं Grignard reagent निकाल के अब question simply you are going to get directly or indirectly Grignard reagent एक questions आने का संभावना है बेटा. So take a screenshot of this, everybody. I want to know if you have any doubt, बच्चों. Now आगे बढ़ना थोड़ा. Now I want to say, if it is a ester, what is the functional group? It is an ester. Addition of Grignard reagent on organolithium reagents to form esters. So you can say organolithium, organomagnesium compound. So you are going to see the mechanism. It's very, very, very important. You are going to get tertiary alcohol. But the thing is so simple. You want to see the mechanism here. This is also an ester, and I want to show you. This is a CH3 minus, and this is a positive charge, partially positive charge, a partially negative charge. It is going to attack here. So you will be getting an anion. So this is going to be hydrolyzed to give rise a tertiary alcohol. And actually 2 moles of the Grignard reagents can be used here. So how it is used, I am going to show you. So when aldehyde ketone react with Grignard reagent, 1 molecule of aldehyde and a ketone consume 1 mole of Grignard reagent. But in the case of any acid or acid derivatives react with Grignard reagent, it is going to consume 2 moles of Grignard reagent. So this number is very important. And you see here ester gives rise to tertiary alcohol, and also you see cyclic ester. Cyclic esters are technically called as a lactones. So these lactones, again you see CH3 minus, and this is your partially positive charge and a partially negative charge, and it is going to be react here, so that you are going to get a ester linkage is going to be broken to gives rise on a workup to gives rise diol. Right? Bacho, any doubt? Any doubt? You want me to write the mechanism for this also? I am writing. So, and also I want to, why there is a double addition with esters? That is a noteworthy point. So, you are going to get in the NEET examination, assertion and reasoning type questions are very important here. And you can see when Grignard reagent is attack on carbonyl carbon of the ester, it is going to get a tetrahedral shape. So, addition takes place, further elimination takes place. It is an addition elimination reaction, NAER. So, I will show you in the next slide for that. So, these C double bond वो फिर निकलेगा and this is going to be converted into alcohol. In step 3 और एक Grignard reagent आप add करके you are going to get a tertiary alcohol. So, that it is going to be one molecule and this is going to be another molecule. So, for the ester, how many molecules of the Grignard reagent are used? Just double addition. It is going to be a double addition. This is a noteworthy point. Bacho, any doubt? Fine. So, now what is more reactive, ester or ketone or aldehyde? Ester or ketone or aldehyde? So, we are learning not only when you see the fast reaction, Grignard reagent means, you can see Grignard reagent means this is Grignard reagent, okay. In this Grignard reagent, people says when alkyl halide react with magnesium and triether, you are going to get alkyl magnesium halide. R is an alkyl group, X is an halogen. So, reactivity of this is going to be alkyl iodide is more reactive than alkyl bromide is more reactive than alkyl chloride is more reactive than alkyl fluoride. So, alkyl fluoride do not react and it behave like a nucleophile and a strong base, and it is a good nucleophile and a strong base, and its reactivity tendency base, it is reactive nature of the base is more effective as compared to the nucleophile. Now, my question is, when it is reacted with the carbonyl groups, so what you are going to see in this case? In this case, you are going to see in the various formats. So, why? What is more reactive towards Grignard reagent, esters or aldehydes or ketones? That is very important. You might imagine that ester is more reactive since highly electronegative oxygen makes the carbonyl carbon more electrophilic here in this way. Because of this dipole movement of this in this way, so make it partial positive charge ज़्यादा बढ़ रहे हैं. And also, but actually the ester carbonyl is less electrophilic. Do you know that? Because of the cross conjugation. Because of the cross conjugation, क्योंकि ये जो pair of electron है ना, it is coming in this way. So esters are less reactive, है ना? So bottom line is that esters are actually less reactive towards the nucleophilic addition reaction than ketone and aldehyde. So assertion and reason. So this is the pattern of questions that you are going to see in the NEET examination. I want to use a question. Esters are less reactive towards reaction with Grignard reagents. The reason, due to cross conjugation, okay, esters have less electrophilic. So both assertion and reason are correct, and the reason is the correct explanation of assertion. So writing the reactions, by hearting the reactions ऐसे रट्टा मार के क्या कर सकते हैं? NEET examination 25 lakh students are writing as of 2025, and आप ड्रीम मेडिकल कॉलेज में जाना है So ड्रीम मेडिकल कॉलेज में जो जीता वही सिकंदर है. So I want to say, my dear students, so take this subject at a granular level and study with what extract is there in the statement. So I want to say, NEET examination जैसे examination है, it will not ask you how many reactions, it may not test you how many reactions you know and how depth subject you want to know, and can you solve IITG questions. So this is not the intention of NEET examination paper beta. NEET examination जैसे question paper है, you are going to test in such a way that how you understand the subject and how you tackle the concept, right? This is a noteworthy point. Esters are less reactive. Esters are less reactive in the nucleophilic addition reaction. Okay children, मैं क्या बोलना चाहता हूँ here? So bottom line is the esters are actually less reactive towards a nucleophile than ketones and aldehydes. So here it is going to be aldehydes are most reactive than ketones than esters. So this is the way it is wrongly printed. I just want to make aldehydes, formaldehyde is more reactive than any aldehyde, then ketone, then ester is the least reactive beta. Fine, any doubt? Clear? Okay, now let us see some more reactions, chemical properties of Grignard reagent and NAR. We discussed these nucleophilic addition reactions with the cyanides. Yes, Grignard reagents can react with cyanides. So cyanides is going to react with the Grignard reagent. Okay, so it is going to give you ketone further hydrolysis. ये क्या चीज़ है? So RCN, you can see R, C triple bond N, okay, and whenever it is reacted with a Grignard reagent RMGX, and it is going to be reacting here, so that you are going to see R C double bond N and R further hydrolysis. You have to break this bond here, R C double bond O R dash. Got it? So it is a ketone. So like this you are going to see how this is going to react. Bachcho, if it is hydrolyzed, that is important. That is important. And if you add further excess, you are going to get a tertiary alcohol. So this is very important. You have to take the reaction at a full stop here. Otherwise, what will happen? Reaction is going to take part of the further. Why? Because it is not actually logically possible, because the water is there. If we add excess Grignard reagent, the water is going to react with the leftover Grignard reagent and the reaction is going to stop at the ketone level. That is a logical point. Based on this logical point, 2026 NEET examination, one question has been asked. Fine. Any doubt? So Lakshmi, Bhagya Lakshmi and Chiki, come on. If you have any doubts, please let us know. Moving ahead. Right. So let us say with the cyclic ethers, that is going to be cyclic ethers called epoxides. Cyclic ethers called epoxides. So this is a Grignard reagent. Grignard reagent is a nucleophile. Grignard reagent is a nucleophile. This nucleophile is going to attack on. Nucleophile always prefers attack at the less hindered side. Attack at the less hindered side. So that you are going to get an alcohol. I am going to show you the mechanism. Cleavage of epoxide with Grignard reagent, you have a lot of impact. You can see here. You can use H2 or aqueous ammonium chloride as a reagent. Here it is very important. And you can say anti-addition or on less hindered carbon. Always this is a trick. So R is going to attack on less hindered side of the carbon. This is very important. and let us see what exactly happened. A mechanism आपको दिखाना चाहता हूँ, ठीक है बेटा. देखो, this is a cyclic ester. Addition of Grignard reagent on cyclic ester gives an epoxide, and this epoxide, so this is a carbon atom A and this is a carbon atom B. So this is going to attack on this, a new bond between carbon atom A and this carbon atom B takes place. So this is a new bond, so that it is an anti-addition, of course, and you are going to get further, it is going to give a secondary alcohol. Any doubt? So what is the trick to solve this kind of epoxide cleavage? This is your trick beta. Anti-addition, and the alkyl group of the Grignard reagent is going to attack on the less hindered side. It is going to attack at the less hindered side. समझे? Right बेटा. And moving ahead, और एक क्वेश्चन करना चाहता हूँ, तैयार है? अरे बेटा, this is a live interactive session. Everybody please follow with us and talk to me and ask doubts. So you can just, this is a live interactive session, and a faculty, a senior faculty is discussing the subject with you. You want to have this kind of lectures, you have to go to a coaching center, travel a long way and pay a lot of money, and here the YouTube channel it is free of cost. So just make use of this. So I am giving you one more example for you. So this is essentially SN2 attack, substitution nucleophilic bimolecular attack. So occurs in the inversion of the configuration, SN2 inversion of configuration of क्या बोलना चाहता हूँ, that is called as Walden inversion. Walden inversion. Okay, in this Walden inversion, and always attack, so Grignard reagent is going to attack at the least substituted carbon of the epoxide. So it has to attack like this, so that you are going to see O minus, further it is a acid workout, you are going to get a tertiary alcohol, right? What is that simple trick? When epoxides react with the Grignard reagent कहाँ काटना? Less hindered carbon atom को काटना है बस. So because it is SN2 reaction. ठीक है बेटा, any doubt? This is a super awesome trick that I am giving you. Grignard reagent attacks at less substituted, less hindered carbon of the epoxide. Epoxide means cyclic ether, right? Wonderful. Now chemical properties और थोड़ा आगे बढ़ना है. So with oxides and sulfides, so you are going to get a Grignard reagent react with CO2 gives rise RCOOH, SO3 or SO3H, and if it is NAE or nucleophilic addition elimination reactions, and the reactivity of this nucleophilic addition elimination reactions is given in this way, you can just pursue this. I want to say formaldehyde is more reactive than aldehyde, is more reactive than ketone, is more reactive than acid and acid derivatives, that is given here. Acid chloride is more reactive in this nucleophilic addition elimination reactions. Okay, moving ahead, and this is about nucleophilic substitution reaction. NSR RMGX can react with the RX gives rise alkane, and RMGX, so cyanogen is going to give rise cyanides. RMGX cyanide chloride is going to give rise cyanide. These are the extra reactions I just want to give rise. RMGX react with sulfur gives rise thiols, and it is going to expose it to oxygen gives rise alcohol, and halogen it is going to give rise alkyl halide. These may not be that important, but I want to give you some important aspects of this. So whenever you write your Grignard examinations, before examination you just take this, everybody, whenever you study organic chemistry, this is what is called a cheat sheet. You maintain this cheat sheet or a route map and keep it with you. Take a A4 sheet and make this reaction, learn the reaction, and you write like this, so that just before the examination you can just have a glance on it. So this is everybody take a screenshot of this. 3, 2, 1, and you click it. And we do some questions based on this also. And Grignard reagent react with formaldehyde, gives rise a primary alcohol. Grignard reagent react with aldehyde other than formaldehyde, it is going to give rise secondary alcohol, right? Grignard reagent react with a ketone, it is going to give rise a tertiary alcohol, right? And Grignard reagents are going to react with an ester, you're going to give rise a tertiary alcohol and a corresponding primary alcohol. And Grignard reagent react with any acid derivatives, gives rise a ketone. Okay, if it is a further addition, gives rise a tertiary alcohol, but you are going to see acid workout is done, so you have to end up with a ketone only. That's very important. So with over enthusiasm, if further it is excess is added, no, it's not at all correct. And these are the amide key aldehyde. If it is the further reactions, yeah, Grignard reagent is reacted with carbon dioxide, is going to give rise a carboxylic acid. I will show you how this Grignard reagent discontinuously used in the NCERT textbook. NCERT textbook में ये snip करके ये slide में बना के आपको दिखा देना. And you are going to get this is your unsaturated carbonyls. You are going to get alcohols, and you are going to get in a different way. I am going to show you in that way also. I have a very good number of questions, so to discuss this one. So with the mechanism I want to show you. So any doubt, my dear children? So let us see here, and this is the another version of the Grignard reagent. Some more things. Okay, मैं आपको prepare करके आपको दिखाना चाहता हूँ. The same reactions only, just like in the previous one, and I want to show you in this another slide. And जगह बहुत कम है, so everybody take a screenshot and try to learn how these reactions are done. Everybody take 3, 2, 1. एक screenshot निकाल के देना बेटा बच्चों. राइट अगर कुछ डाउट है ना तो जल्दी पूछना एनसीईआरटी से. Now let us look into this. Is the question asked in NEET 2026 का क्वेश्चन है, 2025 का क्वेश्चन है, सॉरी. गलती लेकर 2026 में. सो फिलहाल आई विल बी गेटिंग अरेस्ट वारंट इफ आई यूज 2026, है ना. Okay, so because it is legally not permitted, if I say something 2026 question paper अभी तक आया नहीं, so गलती से लिखा मैं, so correct it. It is the question from 2025 NEET examination. So here the major product, so here it is cyanide and it is a ketone, and CH3MgBr excess H3O plus. So what is going to happen? So the thing is, you are going to see now if it is reacted with the excess of Grignard reagent, when I was taking an interview with one student who got All India rank 30, he himself explained what should be done, what should not be done, because that impact that created him to get All India 30 rank. In the same studio, I was taking an interview with this guy. Okay, so this can react here and this can also react here. ताकि आपको मिलेगा you are going to get once it is hydrolyzed, you are going to get an alcohol here, and it is left as a C double bond O, and it is going to be CH3. So this is actually the question. Your answer is going to be 2, but you guys take this as
Hello. Sir, are you free for 10?
okay. Just a minute, beta. Just let us take a 5 minutes break here. Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Sorry for kind of technical glitch. Okay, so here the answer supposed to be option 2, and people say that whenever excess of Grignard reagent is there, people misclicked this, which is not actually correct, isn't it? So take care of this kind of questions. That is a trap that has happened in 2025. Okay, and moving ahead, what is the NCRT? NCRT क्या बोलना चाहता हूँ? So reaction with metals, you can say I have taken the NCRT snips and I'll make you how it is done, right? But after this we'll be having a couple of questions. So reaction with metals and the alkyl halide is given. So Grignard reagent is prepared. It is a kind of organometallic compound. What is the organometallic compound, bachcho? Carbon to a metal, a bond should be directly present, so that carbon will have negative charge, metal will have positive charge. This metal supposed to be, could be a Grignard, like magnesium, lithium, cadmium. So kind of metals are generally used. Lithium can be used, and magnesium can be used, cadmium can be used. Organometallics given a lot of emphasis on synthesis of organic compounds. So when alkyl halide react with magnesium in dry ether, gives rise a Grignard reagent. Okay, and you see that is the most important point. In the Grignard reagent, the carbon magnesium bond is covalent but highly polar. So the bond is covalent. If somebody asks you what is the nature, people say ionic. No, it is not covalent, but it is highly polar, and that statement is very important, with carbon pulling electron towards from more electropositive magnesium, so that carbon is pulling the electron in this way, so that the magnesium halogen bond is essentially ionic. Essentially ionic bond is covalent bond, the nature is ionic, but it is not mentioned as ionic bond or covalent bond. Bond is covalent and nature is ionic. Okay, so Grignard reagents are highly reactive and react with any source of proton to gives rise hydrocarbon. That's very important. So that's the reason why anybody, so Grignard reagent react with moisture, gives rise alkane. So even water, alcohols, see the list of the reagents here, bacho, the list of reagents. it is going to be water, alcohol, amine, and sufficiently acidic to convert them to corresponding hydrocarbon. It can react with what not? Everybody, water, HCl, acetic acid, alcohol, and terminal alkynes, amines, primary amine, secondary amine, tertiary amine, ammonia. So you may be given a list of compounds and you can identify this. So it is therefore necessary to avoid even traces of moisture from a Grignard reagent. So a question is asked. You can see in the NCERT, Grignard reagents should be prepared under anhydrous conditions only. So the reason is this. It is assertion and it is going to be a reason. बच्चों समझ में आ रहे क्या? सो मार्क्स लूटना कैसे? आज सेशन में आपको सिखाना है, राइट? 4 marks is yours. You want to talk about physical chemistry, you just work on various numericals, but the numericals are different, right? But physical chemistry, you will be having concept oriented theory statement type questions. But in the organic chemistry also, it may not be reactions, it may be kind of this statement type questions. I can say in 2026 you are going to experience that, okay? And what is the answer for this? It is there in the NCERT. It is a question from NCERT. And you see, this is the one you can do methyl cyclohexyl bromide. You are going to get cyclohexyl. You are going to get cyclohexyl bromide, magnesium bromide, and on hydrolysis you are going to get a cyclohexane. That's it. It is going to get a cyclohexane. And yours RBR. So simply break this. You are going to get CH3, CH3 and a CH3, and it is going to be X, and it is going to react with magnesium, CH3, CH3 and CH3, magnesium X, and it is going to get CH3, CH3 and CH3 halogen. So like that you can do, simply replacing hydrogens. And also you are going to see the Grignard reagent ka reactions. We already discussed this Grignard reagent ka reactions, remember? And alcohols are produced by the reaction of Grignard reagents. We already discussed. So this is essentially a nucleophilic addition reactions. You know, the reactions of Grignard reagents with methanol produces primary alcohol, and other than methanol, mean to say formaldehyde, aldehydes gives rise a secondary alcohol. Grignard reagent react with ketone gives rise your tertiary alcohol. So this is a nucleophilic attack on the carbonyl group, further hydro. It is an adduct. So nucleophilic addition can adduct बोल गया and a corresponding alcohol मिल गया, right? So formaldehyde, aldehyde and a ketone. You are going to get a primary alcohol, you are going to get a secondary alcohol, you are going to get a tertiary alcohol. Understand? And definitely मेरे ख्याल में क्या आ रहे हैं, based on this particular slide, you will be asking a question. Definitely, right? So moving ahead, given structures of IUPAC names of the product expected from the catalytic reduction of butanol. So I want to take some questions based on the NCERT bachcho. So catalytic reduction of butanol, butanol means this is your butanol. catalytic reduction PDH2, you are going to get butan 1-ol, right? So hydration of propene, that is a different reaction. Reaction of propanone, let me write this. Reaction of propanone, what is the propanone here? CH3, C double bond O and CH3, this is your propanone. In the methyl magnesium bromide, what is methyl magnesium bromide? Methyl magnesium bromide, okay, so it is a Grignard reagent and it is going to react here and it will give you CH3 and CO minus and CH3 and CH3 and magnesium bromide. It is said that followed by hydrolysis. मैं hydrolysis करना चाहता हूँ. So H plus and H2O. It is going to give you CH3, CH3 and it is going to be OH and CH3. So you got a tertiary alcohol. Okay, so it is going to be tertiary butyl alcohol. You need to know about how the reactions are being asked from the NCERT. We are working on Grignard reagent and focusing on the what Grignard reagent is doing on, right? Fine. Okay, sir, मेरे shift है 23 को. All the best. Anush, all the best 23 को. So that is a G channel and a G you will be having a questions. Okay, पढ़ाई कैसे चल रहा है बेटा अनुज? So in this NEET channel, students from JEE are also attending and taking the concept. Anyways, congratulations and show how are the following alcohols are prepared in the reaction by suitable Grignard reagent. So simple trick. This is a primary alcohol, right? So this is a primary alcohol. So this is a primary alcohol. So this is supposed to be the R part. So I mean to say here CH3, CH and CH3 and MgBr reacted with HCHO, further hydrolysis. Okay, you are going to get, this is the compound CH3 and CH and CH3 and CH2OH. So only this is the primary alcohol I can use formaldehyde for this reaction. 23 वाली shift भी discuss करना चाहता हूँ अनुज. Okay बेटा. And how do you do this? This is also primary alcohol beta. So we have to use formaldehyde. So what is formaldehyde? HCHO plus and you are going to get magnesium bromide. Now we are going to see the further hydrolysis. So you will be getting cyclohexyl methyl alcohol. So these are the questions that can be transformed into multiple choice questions. And it is a descriptive type question given in the NCERT. And this descriptive type questions will be asked as a multiple choice question. And you have to modulate how these multiple choice questions can be transformed. And here again Grignard reagent is seen in preparation of ketones. So dialkyl cadmium. फिर भी so Grignard reagent react with the cadmium chloride. So you are going to get dialkyl cadmium. Now this dialkyl cadmium is going to react as a nucleophile here, okay, on alkyl acid chlorides. So this acid chloride is going to give rise to unsymmetrical ketone. The preparation of desired unsymmetrical ketone can be done by using dialkyl cadmium derivatives. So there also Grignard reagent is extensively used, and this is the reaction that is given from the NCERT. So definitely you can expect a question from this. बच्चों समझ में आ रहा है क्या? अगर कुछ डाउट है ना तो जल्दी पूछना. Now I want to show you some questions based on this. Ready for that? And also from nitriles also. So Grignard reagent can react with nitrile. So Grignard reagent is a nucleophile. मैं क्या बोलना चाहता हूँ? This nucleophile is going to react with the cyanide group, okay, and it is going to give you the NEEMAN derivatives, and it is hydrolyzed by water, gives rise of a ketone. So 1-phenyl propanone or propionone, and these names are also just keep in your mind. Names also keep in your mind, bacho, right? Simply you can just take this carbon to carbon double bond to nitrogen, bond is broken and it is given with water hydrolysis, gives rise corresponding unsymmetrical ketone. So ketone prepare करने के लिए Grignard reagent, dialkyl cadmium is one method, this is the best method, and Grignard reagent दोनों में cyanide से, so दोनों में Grignard reagent इस्तेमाल करना बेटा. Any doubt बच्चों? Clear? Fine, right. If you have any doubts, please. Anush, Bhagyalakshmi and Shiki and Betu is there in the class. So happy Lori beta. Okay, so Grignard reagent, and Grignard reagent can be used to make carboxylic acids. As I said, Grignard reagent is an excellent nucleophile, right? So this Grignard reagent, okay, this Grignard reagent is going to react with carbon dioxide to give rise a carboxylic group. So Grignard reagent is extensively used in making carboxylic groups, right? So far we discussed the concept, and this concept I want to correlate with NCERT textbook. So that NCERT textbook में एक point crop करके आपका रखा हुआ, and I want to make some questions based on this now. Get ready, multiple choice questions are ready for you, and convert 3-nitro bromo benzene to 3-nitro benzoic acid. ऐसे conversion जो है ना, what is this 3-nitro bromo benzene? So this is your bromobenzene, 3-nitro bromo benzene है ना, and this is 3-nitro benzoic acid करना है. कैसे करना? And COOH, yes, it can be done. I want to get assistance from the Grignard reagent. So conversion के लिए I want to take this in the magnesium in dry ether. I will make this into magnesium bromide, and it is going to be nitro को कुछ disturb मत करना, and it is treated with the CO2 and H3O plus, and I will make this into COOH and nitro group. So मिल गया. Grignard reagent इस्तेमाल किया, मैं Grignard reagent इस्तेमाल किया. So बच्चों समझ में आ रहा है क्या? अगर कुछ डाउट है ना तो जल्दी पूछना. Okay, now the questions which are coming as a flow. Ready to solve the questions along with me, right? Alkyl halides can be converted into Grignard reagents by, I want the answer from you, refluxing the warming with magnesium powder in dry ether. So alkyl halides are prepared. So alkyl halides, when it is reacted with magnesium in dry ether, you have to use dry ether only, alkyl magnesium halide is formed. Alkyl magnesium halide is formed, okay. alkyl chloride, it is treated with magnesium in dry ether, you are going to get alkyl magnesium chloride. So, you need to use a dry ether for that. Answer for this question is going to be B. Clear? Now, let us see. Simple question से शुरू किया. Choose the incorrect statement about Grignard reagent. Choose the incorrect statement about the Grignard reagent. Grignard reagents are reagents that add to the carbonyl group of aldehydes and ketones. An organosodium compound is not very reactive as compared to the Grignard reagent. Grignard reagent can be prepared in ether of tetrahydrofuran. Water and alcohol decompose Grignard reagent. In this case, organosodium compounds are unfit. Organosodium compounds are going to be unfit. So, that is incorrect. Right here. And also, which of the following compound does not react with methyl magnesium bromide to produce tertiary alcohol? ये tertiary alcohol आने के लिए आपको कीटोन चाहिए, but 3-methyl pentanol aldehyde secondary alcohols. Ethyl benzoate, it is going to be an ester tertiary alcohol. 4,4-dimethyl cyclohexanone ketone tertiary alcohol and heptanone ketone tertiary alcohol. ये secondary देते, ये tertiary देते, ये tertiary देते and a tertiary देते. So, which of the following compound does not react with methyl magnesium bromide to produce tertiary alcohol? My video. Video. Yeah. Now, let us see one more. A compound, I don't want to display the compound which will give secondary alcohol treatment with a methyl magnesium iodide. So, it is asking about secondary alcohol. If it is asking about secondary alcohol, it is supposed to be an aldehyde. It is supposed to be an aldehyde. So, it is a butyl format. It gives you ester na tertiary alcohol. 3-pentanone ketone na tertiary alcohol. Pentanol aldehyde na secondary alcohol. Methyl butanoate ester na it is going to give tertiary alcohol. Tertiary alcohol. So, now it is going to be option C. It is going to be option C. Fine. So, one more question. What will be the product when 3-bromopropene is treated with? 3-bromopropene is treated with CH3, CH2, CH3, MgBr. So, I want the IUPAC name of this. 3-bromopropene. CH3, MgBr. Okay. 3-bromopropene. So, I'll come back to this. One more question, I will do it, and yeah. So, which of the following compound give primary alcohol upon treatment with phenyl magnesium bromide? So, like these questions we will be getting. So, primary alcohol, it is supposed to be with formaldehyde. So, methyl oxirane, ethylene oxide, yes, it is ethylene oxide. So, this is ethylene oxide. Phenyl magnesium bromide. Phenyl magnesium bromide. Okay. And it is going to attack here as a result of this phenyl O minus MgBr and further hydrolysis, and it is going to give you pH. It is a primary alcohol, it is an oxide. Ethylene oxide means this is ethylene oxide, ethylene epoxide, oxirane. Understand? My answer for this question going to be B. So the answer for this question is going to be B. Now moving ahead, one more question. So dear children, you may please ask the doubt, you may please ask the doubt. Okay, so what is the major product? In the examination you study well, you prepare well, अचानक questions ऐसे देखेंगे. So it is a cyclic ether. So cyclic ether, ether link में यहाँ पर एक कार्बन है, यहाँ पर और एक कार्बन है. So CH3MgBr A वाला is going to attack at less hindered side. So it is SN2 reaction. So it prefers Grignard reagent attacks at less, attack takes place at less hindered side. Less hindered side. So that what will happen? You are going to get CH2, CH3 and you are going to get OH over here. So I am going to get the option B is the correct answer. समझ में आ रहा है कि बच्चों? Clear? Less hindered side, it is the trick. You may see so many structures as an answer, but the answer can confuse you. You don't see like that, okay? And one more question, ready? And this is the one. This is the one. Who will do this? Identify for the following secondary alcohol is obtained. Secondary alcohol के लिए आपका aldehyde चाहिए. This is an aldehyde. Yes. And this is a ketone. And this is an aldehyde. So both A and B is the correct answer. Option is going to be D is the correct answer for this question. So you need not have to work. Use the logic. Use the logic and you can do the best. समझे? Use the logic and you can do the best. Right? Now, which of the following gives two isomers of tertiary alcohol when treated with phenyl magnesium bromide? So let me write the product here. These are all ketones, now. You are going to get pH and OH, and you are going to get pH and OH, and this methyl group ना मैं ऐसा लिखना चाहता हूँ. It is optically active. It is optically active. So as this is optically active, two isomers are going to give plus and minus. Okay, and my answer for this question is going to be option B. Are you getting or not clear? How do you know this is optically active? You just take a line over here, you will understand this side is different and that side is different. Fine. Stereochemistry is also introduced in the reaction with the Grignard reagent, and you can do. And now, and the product of the following. Cyclohexyl chloride. This cyclohexyl chloride react with magnesium and diethyl ether. You are going to get, okay, magnesium chloride. And it is reacted with CH2O. What is CH2O? It is a formaldehyde. And you are going to get, okay, CH2 means it is CH2OH. So my option is going to be B. This is CH2OH. So writing the structures, it is an awesome experience in Grignard reagents. Okay, so the answer for this is going to be B. So when you have a question from the Grignard reagent, इससे difficulty नहीं आएगा, right? बच्चों, और एक question है. Which of the following compound is not suitable solvent for the Grignard reagent? So Grignard reagent prepare करने के लिए आपको ether चाहिए. This is an ether, tetrahydrofuran. It is an ether. It is an ether, but it is a cyclohexane. It is a alkane. So it is not used. It is not used. You need a polar solvent. So Grignard reagent are EMgX, and if you take an ether and this is an ether, the lone pair of electron will be given as it is a Lewis base. You need a Lewis base like a solvent. Okay, that is very very important. You cannot use it. You can use this. You can use this. You can use this. You cannot. Hydrocarbons are not used because this is a polar substance. This is a polar substance. These polar substances are not soluble in non-polar hydrocarbons. You need a polar solvent, but they shouldn't contain any acidic hydrogen. So that is the condition to participate as a solvent in Grignard synthesis. That's very very important. And also you see here option G, right? And also, so this we already seen, predict the major product. I already mentioned this question. I'll come back here. This is your Grignard reagent, and this Grignard reagent, bacho, okay, this is going to be magnesium bromide, okay, and this is going to make a couple to give rise this reaction. So it is going to make a coupling reaction to have the option for this question is going to be B over here, right? Now moving ahead. So series of questions are coming like a fire. Okay, which of the following sequence would be the best synthesis of tertiary butyl alcohol? So tertiary butyl alcohol. So this is your tertiary butyl alcohol, CH3C, okay, CH3 and CH3OH. So a tertiary butyl alcohol prepare करने के लिए you need a ketone. So you need a ketone, tertiary alcohol, you need a ketone. So I want to say it's a ketone, and it is going to give the carboxylic acid. You are going to see a primary alcohol, and this is a ketone, and I want to say CH3. Yes, answer is going to be C. ठीक है, fine. Any doubt बच्चों? Clear? Now, what is the major product of the following? अरे बेटा, here hydrolysis भी किया. Hydrolysis is done. So you are going to get cyanide is going to give rise a ketone. Cyanide is going to give rise a ketone. So you are going to get CH3. So you will get CH3, C double bond N, and it is CH3 and minus MgBr, okay, and it is further hydrolysis. You have to break this bond here, so you will be getting CH3 and C double bond O and CH3, and the answer for this question is going to be C. Clear? So let me check the answer. Here it is C. Perfect. It is a perfect answer. So Anuj, so those students enjoying the class in the live but not responding in the chat box, everybody, or a question. You know the answer, but stereochemistry you may stuck up here. So this is your CH3, C double bond O and H, and it is phenyl magnesium bromide. It is going to be CH3, CH and pH and O minus, and further hydrolysis, and you know CH3 and CH and pH and OH, and you know this is a chiral center. So a new chiral center is generated. Whenever new chiral center is generated, the compound is supposed to be a mixture of plus and minus. It is a racemic mixture. The answer for this question is going to be B. Any doubt? That's fine. Okay. Now when the questions are started, student का number भी बढ़ रहे हैं class में. So those students who are online, give a thumbs up and fire emoji. Please like the session, share with your friends, subscribe to Infinity Learn YouTube channel. And I want to show you one more reaction. बहुत जटिल दिख रहे हैं. And I want some of you please give the answer for this. So no worry, this is phenyl magnesium bromide. So it could be copper chloride or ammonium chloride. This is going to be attacking here. So you are going to get a phenyl group here. A phenyl group is newly coming, and further hydrolysis giving rise to option A is the correct answer for this question. Option A is the correct answer. So it is not. एक minute. Now you see here, it can be, yeah, it can be, yeah. I will show you. pH, double bond O, and it is going to be, look at this carefully. Where is this? It can be, look at this, participating in resonance. As a result of this, pH positive charge, O minus, and a pH, right? And now this phenyl magnesium bromide is going to attack at the pure positively charged carbon, and you are going to see further hydrolysis, and it is going to be pH and it is going to be OH. Are you getting or not? So my answer for this is going to be option B. Conjugation में है. जब conjugation में होगा तो Grignard reagent एक बार resonance भी check करना पड़ता. So it may be a trap that you can give the answer just like me, but it is going to be very good emphasized answer. Fine beta. Any doubt? Bacho, clear? Just similar to that, one more question I wanted to give you. Just similar to that, one more question I wanted to give you. Yes, of course, it is going to be CH3MgBr excess is given. So CH3MgBr, it is given like this. Okay, so that CO minus ET, and it is going to be CH3, right? Now this comes like this, get out. This is out as ethyl alcohol. So 2 gives rise CH3 and OET, right? And और एक बार Grignard reagent इस्तेमाल करना चाहता हूँ, CH3MgBr. ये भी ऐसे काटना है. You see how logically it is given. CH3 and OET and O minus. फिर भी it is going to, and you got a ketone now. You got an acetone now. CH3 and C double bond O and CH3. Further Grignard reagent CH3 MgBr, and further hydrolysis gives rise CH3 and CH3 and OH. So in this case, tertiary butyl alcohol is the answer. Such a logical question. You don't expect this kind of things can happen. How many moles of Grignard reagent is used? 3 moles of Grignard reagents are used. Fine? Happy? And one more question. For the sequence of reaction, A is a compound ethyl magnesium iodide on hydrolysis gives a tertiary pentyl alcohol. So tertiary pentyl alcohol, the answer supposed to be here, you are going to get an acetone is the answer. Acetone is the answer. So one acetone, CH3, C double bond O and CH3, and it is treated with C2H5 MgCl, MgI whatever, you are going to get this is CH3, CH3, and further hydrolysis going to give this OH and CH2 and CH3. This is a tertiary pentyl alcohol. Are you getting or not? And one more rock breaking question. Ready for that? One more rock breaking question I just want to give you. Here it is the question. Here it is the question. Here is a trap actually. Here it is going to be a trap. You see, my dear children, it is going to be resonance stabilized, right? And from this magnesium chloride, and you are going to see methyl magnesium bromide, you are going to see CH3 and OH. ऐसा प्रोडक्ट उसमें नहीं दिया, ऐसा प्रोडक्ट उसमें नहीं दिया, लेकिन क्या करूँ मैं? And we are going to get a tautomerization. अब tautomerization करके, and you are going to get this, right? My answer for this is going to be, there is no double bond at all. My answer is going to be this. Understood? How do you say tautomerization introduced in this Grignard synthesis? Such an important questions that we are discussing in the class. So dear children, please take a noteworthy tricks and tips and depth of the subject. So if a question comes from the any kind of paper, so you don't expect the difficulty more than this. And at last I have one question. Which of the following compound will form hydrocarbon reacting with Grignard reagent? Grignard reagent, it is going to react with any one who can give H plus, gives rise a hydrocarbon. So किसके पास? Yes, it could be, yes, answer is here. So it could be water, it could be alcohol, it could be ammonia, it could be primary amine, it could be HCl, it could be acetic acid and CH3COOH, it could be phenol, it could be terminal alkyne. Anything can give this reaction. Anything can give this reaction. Hope you understand this. Hope you understand this. Right. So we are done with the various aspects in the Grignard reagent, and talking about we'll meet today. We had a discussion about what is Grignard reagent, how it is prepared, what is its behavior, how it can be done, and everything we discussed. And we discussed it something related to the NCERT textbook, and we discussed it so many multiple choice questions, ice breaking questions. So those who are online, and please watch this again in the recorded version, and if you have any doubts, please put the answer, the question in the comment box, and please like this session, share with your friends, and subscribe to Infinity Learn NEET YouTube channel. And we are done for today, and we will be discussing more content in the next session. I want to take the entire textbook as a PDF format, and I want to scroll it, and I'll show you how the question can be asked in various formats. So in this last 4 months are there, you just stick onto the NCERT and don't try to write so many books, and so don't study so many books. Stick to the NCERT. And please check this link, and in the description box, if you have any doubts, you can use Telegram channel. You can ask anything in that. Okay. Anyways, I am done for today. We'll meet with more stuff in the next session. Signing off. Happy Lori. Thank you very much. God bless you. Bye bye.